All right, diving in today, and we've got something pretty cool to explore. This whole concept of positive wave energy and how it connects to, well, just feeling good, being happy.
Yeah, and we're working from this text. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the title, but
You sent it in.
exactly. But what's great is it's full of these like really practical ideas.
Mm.
So our mission, if you will, is to unpack those and see how they might apply to you, the listener, in your own life.
Okay, so right off the bat, one of the first things that jumped out to me from this text is this thing called the law of vibration. I'm curious, what's your take on that?
Oh, it's fascinating. It's basically this idea that the universe isn't just sitting there. It actually reacts. It responds to the energy, like the vibes you're putting out. It's almost
What
like
you put out comes back to you.
yeah, like an echo. You broadcast a certain energy, and chances are that's the kind of experience you're going to attract back.
So it's not just about wishing and hoping for good things, but actually about the energy, the feeling you bring to the table.
You got it.
And this source, it makes a really strong connection to our emotions, right? It's like even feeling good is a vibration itself.
Absolutely.
And it says a lot of times what we really want deep down isn't even the thing itself, but the feeling we think we'll get from having that thing. Does that track with you?
Totally. And I think what's really interesting here is the text points out that our emotions, whether they're positive or negative, are like different frequencies of energy.
Okay, so good vibes, bad vibes, they're actually different, like energetic signals.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So when you consciously try to cultivate good feelings within yourself and share that positive energy with others, you're basically amplifying those positive frequencies, making it more likely that, well, more good stuff will flow back to you.
That makes a lot of sense. And this idea of good vibes, it's not just about what's going on inside us, right? This text talks about positive social environments too. Things like charity events, parties, even sporting events. It suggests that the energy in those places can actually kind of rub off on us.
You hit the nail on the head. It's like a transmission of energy. And it's a great reminder to think about how the people we surround ourselves with, the places we choose to be, all of that has a huge impact on our own energy levels.
But here's the thing, and this is something the text emphasizes. Even when you're in a positive social setting, there's this idea of needing personal space, taking a break when you need it. What are your thoughts on that?
So important. It's like, even positive interaction can become a bit much, a bit overwhelming. It's all about self-awareness, recognizing when you need to step back, recharge, have some quiet time.
Yeah, you can have too much of a good thing, right?
Exactly. Too much stimulation, even if it's good, can deplete you and, ironically, even lead to those negative feelings we're trying to avoid.
Speaking of negativity, the text is pretty clear about steering clear of gossip and drama, and it takes it a step further, saying even words themselves have these powerful vibrations, and that when we engage in negative talk, even if we don't mean any harm, it can actually attract negative experiences into our lives. Pretty intense stuff, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like our words aren't just neutral. They carry an energetic weight. And what I find fascinating is the implication that by choosing our words carefully, focusing on positive conversations, and consciously avoiding gossip, we're actually creating a more positive, energetic environment for ourselves.
It's almost like choosing your words is like choosing the music you play in your house. You want it to be something uplifting, something that makes you feel good.
Love that analogy. And you know what? That leads perfectly into the final piece of this puzzle, and it's something so foundational. Gratitude.
That's something that came up over and over in this text.
Right. And it's not just about saying thank you, but really feeling thankful. The text even gives us some examples like being grateful for having a home before we start complaining about chores, or being thankful for the education we have, knowing others don't have that same opportunity.
Powerful stuff. And if you think about it, when you're genuinely feeling grateful, it's pretty hard to feel negative at the same time.
Exactly. Gratitude is like a perspective shifter. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, it just naturally generates more positive feelings.
So to sum it all up, this deep dive into positive wave energy really boils down to a few key things. And this is for you listening. Your own energy, it truly matters. Positive environments, they can uplift you, but balance, knowing yourself, that's critical. And finally, gratitude, feeling that deep appreciation, that's like the cornerstone of it all.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that leads to a question for you, our listener. What's one area in your life where you could consciously shift your vibration? Maybe it's in what you think, the way you talk, or just making a more deliberate effort to be thankful for what you already have. What's one small change that could send a ripple of positive energy into your world?
Something to think about.
Absolutely.
Until next time.